Hello viewers, isn't this funny? This is Shubha and welcome back to my channel Green Thumb. Unfortunately, pests and plants go hand in hand and we need to find ways to keep them at bay. Let's talk about the plant first and then the bugs. These are guava plants which are planted in a 24-inch container each. They need full sunlight, proper drainage, and are cultivated in many tropical and subtropical regions. These self-pollinating fruit plants cannot handle frost, hence should be brought indoors during winter depending on your zone. These plants produce vitamin C rich, delicious and sweet fruits which can be eaten unripe or ripe and can be consumed in juice form, smoothies, etc. Try a mouth-watering combination of unripe fruit with salt paprika mix if your taste buds agree. Very tropical style. Look at these teeny tiny fruits here. I think I'm going to pluck them out and pinch off the new growth as well, mainly because these two plants are indoors now, getting very less sun hours and no fertilization since August. Fertilization. Guavas are fast growers and heavy feeders and benefit from regular applications of fertilizer, especially nitrogen and phosphorus. I personally use the 6662 fertilizer for these plants when they are taken outdoors from spring to summer. Propagation can be done through new cuttings. The guava plant is subject to attack by many insects and top of the list are whiteflies, thrips, fruit flies and mealybugs. Mealybugs are soft bodies, wingless insects found in warmer growing climates and often appear as white cottony masses on the leaves, stems and fruit of the plant. Mealybugs feed by sucking sap from the plants and secrete honeydew, a sugar-rich sticky liquid. This sticky substance encourages the growth of sooty mold to form. These mealybugs affect ornamentals, houseplants and many fruit plants. If you see the leaves turning yellow and curling or find honeydew or ants which get attracted by it, inspect the plant for any presence of bugs. Most likely it would be mealybugs. They produce and multiply very quickly, hence identifying and acting on it promptly will save the plant as well as your time. First of all, make sure the plant is in a well-drained location or container and is growing in a healthy soil. Do not overwater and over-fertilize the plants. Make sure it gets full sunlight. My first method to remove mealybugs from guava plants was to spray the entire plant, including under the leaves, with a blast of water from the hose to dislodge pests and their eggs and larvae. That should mostly do the trick. Make sure to do it on a sunny day and in the morning so the foliage has time to dry completely by the end of the day. Repeat this process once or twice a week. Most importantly, isolate the affected plants from the rest of the plants to avoid spreading of the problem. Also prune the affected areas and continue to treat the rest of the plant. Before bringing the plant indoors, thoroughly inspect the plant for any kind of insects and clean wipe the outside of the container. After bringing them indoors, I spotted these stubborn mealybugs again and decided to introduce some beneficial insects to do the job. I chose to introduce a few ladybugs and they disappeared into some corners without a trace. I believe the ladybugs have to be introduced in spring, but I did it in October, which I think was too late. As it's a closed room here, they definitely did not fly away but must be relaxing in some wall cracks. It was a very interesting experience though. Finally, I have pretty decent success with 70% isopropyl alcohol, which is easily available at stores and online. You need to do a patch test on a leaf for possible leaf burn and wait for 48 hours before spraying with it on the entire plant. It is easier and faster to use a sprayer than Q-tips as you can have a wider reach of the areas with a sprayer. When you spray the alcohol on the bugs, it instantly dissolves the mealybugs protective coating and kill both the bugs and eggs. It is safe to use on plants as alcohol evaporates quickly, so it's just the 30% water that remains. You need to repeat the treatment at least once a week as these bugs get into the new nooks and crannies of the plant and their favorite place to hide is where the leaves meet up with the stem, which is very hard to spot. Continue the process until they don't come back. Isopropyl alcohol is a flammable liquid and its fumes can cause eye irritation. So keep the space ventilated while working on the plant. Please wear gloves while spraying and use a mask if you can't tolerate the smell. If you have done anything different than what I have done to treat mealybugs, I would like to hear your ideas on the same. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please like, share and subscribe. Your comments are welcome. Happy blooming. Namaste.